Welcome back, guys. In this video we're going to be going over how to do some keyword and content research on YouTube, and I'm going to show you a couple things. One, I'm going to show you how you can do it in YouTube, and also I'm going to show you a tool that I use to help me do some keyword research on YouTube. So first, let's start in YouTube. So I'm just going to go to main YouTube, and this is kind of my home page where it suggests videos of either people I followed or things that YouTube will think is interesting. So you'll see I clicked on this search bar up here. So keywords are basically what people type in search. And you'll see when I click on here, it's already like filling things. It's probably stuff I've been researching. But you know, I'm a guitar teacher online. That's one of my channels. So I'll kind of talk about things in relation to guitar here. So maybe I wanted to do something. Maybe I was looking for something on guitar chords. So you see if I type in guitar chords, it fills in this search with all these other keywords. And these are basically things that people are searching for already on YouTube. So these are keywords that are popular. So you see I have guitar chords for beginners, guitar chords, easy C chord and E and G chord. Okay. Guitar chords tutorial, guitar chords for beginner, acoustic. So these might all be great keywords that you want to work on. Now, guitar chords is kind of general, but what you can do is kind of, you know, break things down. So maybe I'm going to click on guitar chords for beginner acoustic. And then what you can do is you can put a space after that and easy guitar chords for beginner acoustic songs. There we go. Maybe I want to do something around that. So if you keep hitting space, it'll keep adding things. Easy guitar songs, beginner acoustics, 2 chords. So maybe songs that only have 2 chords. So you see, this keyword is getting longer and longer. We call these long tail keywords, and it's much easier in the beginning on YouTube to rank for these long tail keywords versus something like guitar chords in general. You'd have to have a lot of authority for your YouTube channel, and usually when we're starting out we don't have a lot of subscribers. You know, our YouTube channel isn't that old, so we don't really have a lot of authority to go with our channel. So sometimes going for these long tail keywords can help. Now, something else that might be helpful in getting you guys some ideas, so if we go back to guitar chords and I do _A, it'll tell me guitar chords and then anything with an A, acoustic, or B, you know, a guitar, B minor, basic tutorial, background music, and so forth and so on. And you can do this on both ends. So you see, it's going to give me all ideas that come up with C. The other way to do it is you can do it at the beginning too. So we could do A, 1,000 years guitar chords, A million dreams guitar chords, or maybe we're going to do B, you know, B guitar chords for beginner, B guitar chords easy. So these are all keywords that you guys can research. So this will give you some ideas, but this way you don't have to just focus on guitar chords. Now we can find something, you know, even down here, blues guitar chords. Great, blues guitar chords. And maybe that's a cool keyword. Let's do a space. Blue guitar chords for beginners. Awesome, let's keep going with it. You know, blues guitar chord progressions for beginners. I bet that's going to be a really, really cool keyword to go after. Now, over here on the right hand side, you might be seeing some stuff that's loading, and I'm gonna let it load. All right, so over here, it's loaded in, and you're gonna see I have the search explorer, and you're gonna see this red TB. No, that's not tuberculosis, it's called TubeBuddy, and I'll put a link below the video here where you can go sign up for TubeBuddy. But TubeBuddy is a program that I use. It's an extension that you can download onto your Internet Explorer or Chrome, and it starts analyzing your YouTube. Not only will it analyze your YouTube, it'll also analyze other people's YouTubes as well, which is kind of cool. So you can kind of do some competitor research. But you can see over here, it's giving me some information on this blue guitar chord progressions for beginners keyword. So you can see here, there's a decent amount of search volume, competition's pretty high, and it's giving it an overall score of good, 40 out of 10. And you know, there's some other suggestions down here in terms of tags and what's used a lot. You can click on some of these other tags. But you can see here, these are all keyword ideas, you know. The chord that changes everything. I don't know, I'm just clicking on one just to see if it gives me a different ranking over here. So you see, okay, so the chord that changes everything, if you wanted to do a video around the chord that changes everything, and that could be anything, this score now went from good to very good. We have a higher search volume. Competition's a little bit in the middle. And let's try this one, related searches, the acoustic guitar chord that changes everything. That might be a good one for me to do. So if we click on that, it's gonna load some keyword stuff. Again, you see here, very good, lots of search volume. Competition's a little bit in the middle, but overall, very, very good in terms of being able to possibly rank this keyword in search. And that's important because, like I said, in the beginning, we don't have a lot of authority. So for us to rank for some of these lower grade, even if it's only 100 searches a month or 1,000 searches a month, and you maybe get half of that, so if you get 50 views a month, like that's a great way to start building your channel. That's 50 eyes that are gonna see your video every month and start building your channel, and hopefully they'll start subscribing, and that's how you start building and gaining authority in YouTube. So this program, like I said, it's called TubeBuddy, and it's a little red TV up here. And there's other things. So you can open up the Keyword Explorer if you just want to launch the Keyword Explorer by itself. This is what I do. So usually I'll start looking for some ideas in YouTube search, and then I'll bring them over here. But you'll see they have a thumbnail generator, overall health report. You can do A/B testing on your thumbnails. It's kind of more intense stuff later. But I usually go into the keyword report here, and then you can just start typing in. So if I say acoustic guitar chords, it'll start exploring keywords for me as well. And it's showing up this little unweighted versus weighted. So unweighted, generally it'll show you how this chord is over the broad span of YouTube. A weighted average will give you information based on your specific channel's authority. So a keyword might be great in general, but then it applies it to your specific channel, and a keyword might go from being very good to not so good. So let me just show you how that works. So here you go, that loaded up just so you guys can see. So there's acoustic guitar words. Unweighted, this is poor. Weighted, it's even worse. So that's why if you pick one of these other ones, maybe acoustic guitar chords for beginners, you know, see that goes, that's unweighted, very good. If I click over to my channel, it's actually poor because, you know, there seems to be a lot of competition here. So it might not be the best one for me to target. So maybe, you know, acoustic guitar, you know, I'll click on a bunch of these to see if I can find the best one. And we'll talk about this in another video on foundational videos. And, you know, that sometimes we can't always find a keyword that's a knockout of the park, but the job is to find something that's better than poor. If we can find something in the good range or the very good range, that's awesome. All right, so now that I've showed you how to use YouTube search and a little bit of how the TubeBuddy program works, like I said, I'll put a link to that program in the description. What we're going to talk about in the next video is how to get all your settings ready for you to upload your first video. So let's jump to that next video.